Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your weekly reading for April 24th to the 30th. This is for Pisces, Sun, and Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity, to get more specific with your reading. I do this, Pisces, because I love you. I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we're here one-on-one, rather than a general spread. Lastly, Pisces, I use astrology because it's been used for thousands of years. It's had major influence in divination, including tarot. And so every tarot card is assigned an astrological element, a ruling planet, a ruling sign. I mean, we go really, really deep when the two are combined. Now, Pisces, I want you to get really excited, okay? I want you to get excited about this week, all right? I love what's happening for you this week. First things first, I never really do talk about like the moon transits. They're just, too fast moving, but I love what's going on. Mars is in Cancer, right? But the moon is in Cancer as well, up until Thursday. So the majority of the week. Now, this is all in your fifth house of pleasure. The fifth house rules pleasure, love, creativity, self-expression, even procreation. So the moon in Cancer, that's, it's almost like you're going to be so in your element. I mean, you are so intuitive, and that's a very intuitive placement. It's a lot of emotional intelligence that's like at play with that aspect. And with Mars there, just that action, that drive, that emotional intensity. I really love that for you. I love the things that have been happening for you as well, Pisces. Let's go ahead and get started. One thing I do want to mention is on April 25th, the Sun is exiling Saturn, and as we know, Saturn moved into your sign. There's a lot of new things happening in your life. It is for the majority of Pisces, salary, okay? You could have seen a lot, you could have made a lot more money than you have in the past, all right, this past year. And if not, if money's not a concern for you, it's, second house also rules values, self-worth, and you being a little bit more confident in the things that you were doing. So Pisces, let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what's going on for you for this week, April 24th to April 30th, the last week of April, one of the best month of 2023. Again, this is for Pisces, Sun, and Rising. Now, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. It's what gives the best overview. If we need to pull clarifies, we will pull clarifies. Secondly, Pisces, you'll notice my dog is not with me today. A lot of people have left messages about that. She is on the floor. She decided to sleep on the floor, but she may join us next week. Now, listen, Pisces. All right. There may be something this week that this is very interesting, okay? I want you to, the biggest message coming through is like you may be a little bit more cerebral than you should be this week. And I want you to go more here, all right? And I want you to go more here. Remember what I talked about, that intuition, okay? And I want you to have fun this week, all right? Now, the reason I say that is because you did get the Eight of Pentacles in your past, all right? So clear as day, you've worked really hard. You've worked really hard, and you're working really hard to go toward your legacy, to go toward your passions, path to enlightenment, everything that you're looking for. Look, you can see he is so hardworking. He's removed himself from the village to work on these pentacles, all right? And this really is, eight is all about hope, right? It's all about hope, and it's really just, a lot of mental attributions there, just really laser focused, going after the things you want. I love that for you. It's brought us to the Five of Cups in the heart of your spread. And so what this is saying, all right, I want you to look at your full spread here, okay? Because you can see, remember how I was talking about the moon came in your challenge area, and the moon is ruled by Pisces. So the biggest message this week, there may be something that you see unfavorable, something that you did not like happening, something you consider a loss, something that you may be grieving over. But as indicated here, you can see the spilled cups. However, you can see the two full cups behind him, okay? Remember, you're coming from hope, Eight of Pentacles, okay? There's hope in every card. The two cups behind, okay? A lot of this is going to resonate for Pisces with, there's been some transformations happening in a lot of Pisces lives, and there's been a lot of, especially with Saturn moving into your sign in March. Big deal. Okay, big deal. Bringing that Saturn is a taskmaster planet, that planet of tough love. It really is, bringing that stability though, that structure that you need in your life. Pluto moved into Aquarius in your 12th house, all right? You're subconscious, but you are the native ruler of the 12th house, all right? But still, this week, with the Five of Cups coming up in the heart of your spread, there could be something that you may be disappointed about, and it could be something that you've been working hard toward, okay? But I want you to know something here. Not only are there two full cups behind this figure, you can see the cups are spilled. You have to ask yourself, is it worth dwelling? Okay, is it worth dwelling? Because we never want the past to dictate our future. We never want the past to dictate our present. Secondly, you can see, let's call it wine coming out of the glasses, right? Spilled wine. Take a closer look. What's that green stuff? Right? Is it poison? Was it something that was actually good for you? Is it something spoiled? It's saying, hey, maybe that wasn't actually meant for you. The thing that could have brought this loss and this grief, okay? Again, with the moon in your challenge area, it is saying that there is a sense of you with whatever's happening. It's kind of like throw you off your element. This is you. Pisces rules the moon, all right, in tarot, all right? So with it coming up in your challenge area, it's almost like you're out of your element. So I want you to really trust your intuition. And remember, I said all that activity, Mars in Cancer, the moon in Cancer, okay? It's in your fifth house of pleasure, okay? So I want you to really, really have fun this week. It could have been relationship related or something home related that may have happened, your domestic sector, because if you think about Venus, Venus is in Gemini right now, okay? Venus is in Gemini, that is your fourth house, all right? So when we think about that pleasure and seeking that pleasure, and it's just like with the Five of Cups and with the moon challenging it now, it's like you need to get out of your headspace a little bit, okay? You have to cross the towers. You have to go between the towers, all right? And so I want you to do what you can. If there has been something that has been, really just didn't resonate with you, or something that you just see unfavorable, let's do what we can to move past it, come to terms with it. Now listen, I'm not expecting you to do this overnight. A lot of things, it's like step by step, day by day, but that would be the goal, is to look forward. And I'm going to talk about that in a second. But before I get there, you did get the Nine of Pentacles, okay? Remember, I did talk about Venus, all right? Now, Nine of Pentacles is ruled by Venus. You can see the symbol of Venus all over her gown, okay? This is more Venus in Virgo, okay? Now, the reason I say that is because it's so grounding, right? All this abundance, all this wealth in your life. So it's on your mind. I mean, that's really great, okay? This abundant wealth, self-sufficiency. You do see the snail in the corner of the card here, all right? So snails carry their own home. So this is a lot of independent, like a lot of financial freedom as well, all right? This is you working your way to this point where you have that, and that's what you want. You want all this abundance. Again, remember, there's so much happening in your fifth house of pleasure and abundance, and then it's really, if you think about Jupiter in your second house of money too. So there's a lot of Pisces with that on your mind, but in your heart, it just feels like there's something in your physical world that is really just affecting you up here, all right? So there could have been something could have happened where you saw it unfavorably, and it's really taking you out of your element. But I want you to stay in the zone, really figure out what it is, really come to terms with it, really think about, what can I do to feel empowered from this moment rather than powerless, all right? Again, the last message again is, don't let your past dictate your present or your future. You got the Six of Wands, all right? And so this is the card of victory. This is the card of success, public achievements, public recognition. You can see it's a procession. He's going there, all right? He's going. That horse is going, all right? And so it's just, the first of many achievements to come. This is in the root of your spread with the Nine of Pentacles in your crown, and now the Six of Wands in the root of your spread. Looks like you're really just wanting to get recognized for what you do, and, ultimately reach that legacy and feel in your element. So it really is a matter of this week. If there is something that may have happened in the past or maybe happening this week and you feel a sting from it, really think about that. Really think about it and how you can use that to empower yourself and ask yourself, is it something that I need to dwell over for a long period of time? Because, boom, you got the 301s in your future. This is absolutely amazing. This is ruled by Aries, all right? There's a lot of activity in Aries right now. Again, remember, your second house, not only salary, all right, and money, but self-worth and value. Know that you're moving in a whole new direction. I call this the green light card. It's the go. It's like, I'm ready for change, ready to move forward. Look, he's looking out into sea. This is import, export, meeting new people, go explore. Like I always say, like, think about the 14th century, right? They didn't have iPads, they didn't have Hulu or Netflix. Leaving your village to go explore, to go discover yourself, to go see what's out there, it was a big deal, all right? So something's coming through. That's a big deal. Last thing I'm going to say, 3, all about growth and advancement and development, but also creation. You're about to move into this new place. All you have to do is look up, okay? All you have to do is move forward and look forward to your future. You're moving into this. Look at all that sunlight. Like, you're good. You're good. I just really want you to. You may be like a little bit feeling a little intensely emotional this week, but know that you are protected and you're moving into this amazing, amazing new chapter in your life. Now let's get to your stuff. Pisces, if you like this reading, it would be so great if, it would be so great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I love hearing from y'all. I don't hear enough from my Pisces. I love Pisces. I love my Pisces. Y'all are such dreamers and your imagination's insane. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much for leaving comments and just being here. All right, you really make my day. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you, so I really do appreciate it. So Pisces, this is a big week for you. All right, it's a really big week. First of all, you did get the 4 of Cups, so it does look like something this week. There is something that is possibly you're going to see unfavorably, okay? And I hate to say that, but you did get the 5 of Cups in the heart of your spread, and now you have the 4 of Cups, and you can see the Hand of Spirit offering him another cup. He has 3 full cups with him already, all right? So, but you see his reaction. His arms are crossed. He's crossing off his heart, okay? So this is more about gratitude and raising your energy levels, especially with the moon in your challenge area, your card in your challenge area. So once you raise your energy levels, you will be fine. I say it all the time. Albert Einstein himself, he said, raise the frequency of the reality you want. You cannot help but get that reality. Albert Einstein was a Pisces. All right. So this is all about raising your energy levels, appreciating everything that you have in your life. There are some of y'all who there's just a big sense of regret. For some of y'all are maybe regretting something, but again, you're moving into this very transformative period, okay? And if something, like I said, remember the very first thing I said, is this even good for you? The thing that if there was a loss, and when I say loss, it could have been a breakup, it could have been a job loss, it could have been something that you saw unfavorably at the time. Now, you got the Tower. This explains everything, okay? Now, when I say that loss, maybe it wasn't good for you. It wasn't, okay? Whatever you had, the Tower is affirming. First of all, I want you to know, when this card comes up, people freak out. I want you to know that it's actually one of the best cards in the deck. And, water signs are just, obviously a little bit more like sensitive to it, but one of the best cards. And this is why, okay? You see that this is a card of chaos and destruction. You see the 2 people falling from the tower. They have no idea what happened. They have no idea what's happening. They have no idea where they're going, okay? The Tower moment, it doesn't happen to you. It happens for you, all right? What comes after the Tower? The Star, the card of faith, your hopes, dreams, healing, okay? And so this is saying that because it came in your external factors area, there was likely something that's going to happen this week that you may see unfavorably, but it was actually the best thing for you. The thing whatever loss there is, and again, for Pisces, it can be very minor, it can be major. It's how you see it, right? Again, it was meant to happen for you, to put you on the path of destiny that you belong on, okay? Remember, this is all good. And if you think about, like, you see the lightning strike, okay? We have the flashing sword, the flashing light in the tree of life. This is actually good, all right? So, what's affirming that? In your final outcome, you got the death card. So, you're moving into a really auspicious place in your life. Really auspicious, okay? Before we even get there, you got the Page of Cups. You pulled your own card. He's very Pisces. Like, huge. Hugely. Very water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but very Pisces, because he's a very big dreamer. He's very imaginative. I mean, who else talks to a fish, coming out of a cup, right? Cups are emotions. It's love. It's wonderment. But this is someone who just wants to follow his bliss, all right? And so you're hoping for this new thing to come in, because there's something that there's been a loss, okay? And so you're hoping for that, all right? Whether it is a relationship, whether it's a job, whether it's a client, whether it's, a relationship with a family member, a home, anything, what resonates with you, you're looking for it. And this is beautiful because it's such, very like creative energy too, like really, really, I just love the Page of Cups, okay? Pages usher in that new change, new beginnings. And again, cups are just like, love. So this is really just all you want to do is follow your bliss and you want something new to come through, and it is. It is. You got the death card. So not only did you get the Tower in your external factors, you got the death. Again, one of the most misunderstood and misinterpreted cards. This is actually an auspicious card, and again, one of the best cards in the deck. Hollywood really gave it like an impression, right? Think of death as just a point in time, okay? This is a transformational process. Now, why I say it's auspicious? Look, the sun's coming out on the horizon. They're going toward the sun. The sun is the most optimistic symbol. It's the most powerful symbol in tarot. You can see that it's a white horse, white rose. I mean, that's a lot of purity. You can see he's fully protected in armor. And then lastly, skeleton, okay? Why is it a skeleton? Out of her body, what endures the longest? There you go. Skeleton. So this is a transformation that you're going through that has a really long shelf life. You're moving into, I would say, just like a brand new era. You have to let go of the thing that you may see unfavorably, because you got the Three of Wands. You're changed, ready to go, ready to change, ready to move. Things are happening for you, ready to it's the green light card. You got the Tower. So if you thought that whatever this loss was meant for you, it probably wasn't. Because you got the Tower and death. Okay, hey, I'm just reading the cards, all right? So if you want to, I'll pull clarifiers too. There you go. You got the Ace of Cups. So, the Ace of Cups, the heart of tarot. This is all your Okay, you know what? Let me tell you it this way, Pisces. Think of the last time something brought you so much joy. It brought you to tears. Maybe even like had your knee shaking. You were just so joyful. You know those like videos of, like when a dog reunites with, its owner after like 5 years, and that person's brought to tears, or when someone comes home from war and someone's filming it and they reunite with their family and you're gonna have one of those moments, okay? You're gonna have one of those moments. That's what this card is. All your senses overflowing. Big time. This is absolutely amazing. A lot of self-love here too. You see the lily pads. I mean, you're good. You just got Ace of Cups after death. This is possibly one of your best readings. I know it doesn't look like it because you have the five of cups in the heart of your spread. And some people look at the Tower unfavorably and death unfavorably, but Pisces, you're a mutable sign. Changes are easy for you, okay? Last thing I want you to remember, change is the only constant, okay? Who was that? Greek philosopher, Heraclitus, all right? Change is the only constant. You're going through the biggest change in your life. Well, I wouldn't say your life. I don't know your life, but since I've been doing your readings, this is huge. This is pretty big. The fact that you have the Three of Wands next to the Tower, the fact that you have Death with Ace of Cups, okay? You're good, okay? Look at all these. You have the Nine of Pentacles. You have the Six of Wands. You have the Page of Cups. You have the three. I mean, like, you're good. It's just like this week you may feel a little thrown out of your element, but oof. Expect a big change. Expect a big change. Let me repeat that. Expect a big change, okay? But an auspicious, a very promising, a very enlightening change. You're moving into one of your best periods, okay? This is amazing. Pisces, I love you so much. Thanks so much for tuning in. Again, if you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I love hearing from you. Tell me what's going on. And next week, I do May. I do your month of May. All right. We have another eclipse. We have a lot of aspects next month. So I'll see you next week. If you're a subscriber, thank you so much. I really love you. Thanks for being here. You're amazing. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.